Welcome back, y'all, to Just the Facts. My name is Jimmy, and we are back here with another video. As y'all can tell by the title, MJ Last Dance, and we're just going to talk about my takeaways from those episodes. Okay, so like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll get right into it. First, we got to talk about this Jerry Krause, man. Rest in peace, though, but broke up the Bulls prematurely, man. When he said that Phil Jackson was gone no matter what, like even if they won 82 games, he'd be gone. Like that's crazy. His ego got in the way. MJ and Scotty hated him. He didn't want to pay Scotty. Scotty wanted out. We'll get to Scotty in a bit, but Jerry Krause, man, his ego is bigger than him. Like literally. And he wanted most of the credit for the Bulls being successful, and he's right. He does deserve a lot of the credit, but like not the expense of the team, man. You could have won how many ever more rings you wanted. You know what I mean? I did some great things. You know, drafted Scottie Pippen. He brought in Phil Jackson. He scouted Tony Kukoc. He traded Oakley for Cartwright, I believe. You know, better fit for the team. He brung in Rodman, if I didn't say that already. Like, he did a lot of great things for the team. Like, give him all the credit in the world. But for messing up the Bulls, yeah, give him the credit for that too, man. Like, that's another what if. Like, that's the what if that's popping up right now. It's what if Krause didn't mess up the Bulls? What if his ego isn't in the way, you know? Would Jordan have came back for another year? Probably. You know, probably. Because Jordan said he wouldn't have played if Phil wasn't there. You know, and Krause didn't want Phil there. You know, so I think they probably could have had one more ring in them. Maybe one more ring in them. You know what? I say they lose to the Spurs, you know what I mean? I say they lose to the Spurs in 99. The next takeaway is that Scottie Pippen is pretty underrated. Obviously, Scottie Pippen is a number 2. And one of the best number 2s, if not the best number 2 of all time. But I think he was a little underrated. I think he was like, okay, I'm not gonna say that it was 1 and 1A or like 1A and 1B, because like Jordan, come on, Jordan was up there. All right, but Scotty deserves a little bit more credit than I think he gets. Like, come on, the elite defense, the point forward abilities. I'm not going to say he's a better defender than Jordan. Arguably a better defender than Jordan. The year Jordan was retired in 93-94, Pippen averaged 23, 9 and 6, you know, and they went to the second round of the playoffs, won 55 games, almost went to the conference finals without Jordan. That's not a knock on Jordan, but that's just showing how great Scottie Pippen is, and Phil Jackson for that matter, you know. But like, just the fact that the moment Scottie Pippen became an all-star, the Bulls never lost, you know what I mean? Besides Game 7 versus the Pistons, where Scottie had a migraine. Like, come on, you know, they would have won that game. It's even hard to say that. I think they would have won the game, but it's not as cut and dry as you might think. But after that, the Bulls never lost again, you know, and you can't look at that and say that was all Jordan, you know. Obviously, Phil Jackson was a huge part of that. Obviously, Dennis Rodman was a huge part of that. But Scottie Pippen always being there by Jordan's side, bro, to clean up the dirty work, to just alleviate some of the pressure off him. Him and Jordan would go back and forth, guarding the best perimeter defender, the best perimeter scorer on the other team. And I mean, that's all you would want in a second guy. A guy that can do everything, literally, you know, besides probably shoot. I think if Pippen had his own team throughout, I think he could have won a ring, being the main guy, you know, having a second guy that was almost like to his level, like if not at his level, he could have won that ring. But like 7 years, 18 mil, man, like that is such a low blow. And another takeaway, I don't think that the Bulls weren't as dominant as people would just make them out to be. Obviously, they were 6-0. Okay, they're dominant in a way. Okay. but people making it seem like they never lost a game in a playoff series or something, or they've never been down in the playoff series, or they've never been to a game 7 in any playoff series or something like that, you know. That was the notion I kind of got growing up, learning the game of basketball, you know, through word of mouth. And people were just talking about how great they were, and the run was incredible. Obviously, it was incredible, but they did have some bumps in the road. They did have some moments where they had to just lock back in, you know, and they had some almost slip-ups, you know. Like, there were a lot of games where, there was a lot of series where teams would take them to 6, you know, but that game 6 was like really, really close. That game 6 was within one possession. And y'all all remember that playoff series, that finals against Portland, that game 1 where Jordan scored like 35 in the first half, hit like 6 threes, and he was shrugging, and they're having a jolly good time. But that series almost went 7, you know what I mean? That game 6 was really, really close. And then in '93, they went down 0-2 to the Knicks, like we just saw in the documentary. They went down 0-2, and then Jordan decided to go to the nightclub in like Atlantic City or something before the next game, which is insane. And then comes back and destroys whatever's in his path. But then in the finals, they win in 6 versus the Suns, but games 1 and 2 are really, really close. And game 6, obviously you needed Paxson to hit that game-winning shot, that game-winning 3, you know. And I'm not saying the Bulls wouldn't have won in game 7 of these series that I'm talking about, but you never know, you know. You never know that one game could slip up, and that could have been the end of a dynasty. Maybe the dynasty probably doesn't even begin or anything like that. So those were things to like really, really keep in mind. Like in the '97 finals against the Jazz, they needed Steve Kerr to hit that shot. You know, the flu game helped them through that. You know what I mean? They could have easily lost game 5 because of Jordan being sick, and then lose game 6 because all the momentum's with Utah. You know what I'm saying? And then in '98, they went to go to 7 with Indiana, where they barely beat Indiana in game 7. And then obviously in game 6 versus the Jazz again, Jordan needs to hit that final shot, you know. So like I said, y'all, it's not really like, I'm not doubting the Bulls, I'm not doubting Jordan at all. I'm just saying like they weren't superhuman. They almost slipped up multiple times. People just gotta take that out of arguments when they're arguing about Jordan and LeBron. I think the arguments are pretty stupid, honestly, but Jordan's just my GOAT. That's just a preference. Everyone should have their own preference, and you can't really change other people's minds. So, I mean, as for The Last Dance, I really, really love it, of course. It's the only thing basketball related we can really, really have right now besides like old games or whatever. So it's great to see this Kobe documentary coming out soon. I can't wait for the LeBron documentary as well. Like, just make them all right now. Just air them right now. You know what I mean? I'm ready right now. But I will make a review of The Last Dance when all 10 episodes have played, so I can just talk about it as a whole, give my thoughts, give my feedback, talk about what I didn't really know about the Jordans. This is the time for me, you know what I mean? I was born in 2000, so obviously I don't know anything about, I'm not gonna sound, I don't know anything about, I don't know the really in-depth details, the really, really in-depth details. I know the details, but not the really, really in-depth ones, you know what I'm saying? So it's great to see the documentary and get insight on this stuff, you know what I mean? And this is really solidifying my GOAT argument for Jordan. You know, I thought Jordan was the GOAT, and I didn't watch it. I didn't watch him play like in real time, you know what I mean? I got the opportunity to watch LeBron in real time. I got the opportunity to watch Kobe, at least the end of his prime, you know what I mean? Like 09, 2010, 11, 12, right? And this documentary is just really proving why Jordan's my GOAT, you know? But that's just my opinion, y'all. But I'm rambling. Hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, comment, share, subscribe, and I'm out, man. Peace.